Alright, yo, I wanted to do my analysis for the upcoming week again. So let's do that. Let's first go to the calendar. Let's see. So next week, this upcoming week, we have GP Bank Holiday. Don't look at that. You have Medium Impact Folder News on Monday. Then on Tuesday, we have High Impact Folder News, Consumer Confidence. Wednesday, Medium Impact Folder News, High Impact Folder News on Thursday, and then Friday, High Impact Folder News as well. So I will only be trading the AM session on Monday and Wednesday, and the rest of the days are like good trading days. So with that, let's go to the charts here. So again, market's just looking really bullish. If I look at the monthly here, we just took a monthly low here on NQ. And then on ES we didn't take it. We did get a really bullish reaction, and we're on like, if you look at like the 3 month, we're just really bullish, so I don't want to call tops or bottoms. So we're just looking really bullish. Do have an SMT at the lows there. And now we have that big reaction. And then here on ES you can see that we're closer to that high on ES than on NQ. But we're probably reaching for this high here, so I can mark this out as our buy side liquidity. So on the daily. And then for NQ as well, but probably ES will come there earlier. And then I know from here that if you look at the side of this leg here, where we just inverse this here, then on the weekly we did have a inversion, singular inversion in the entire leg, and we did close above it here. This shows that it's really bullish. First target becomes this here. There's like a 19% chance it wants to go to that high, so that's what I mark out. And then on NQ you can see that in the same leg here that we have all these imbalances. On the weekly we actually have a SIBI here and a SIBI here. So on a 2 week you can see we have a singular SIBI here, which we actually ended the week in there. So we actually ended the week here inside of that SIBI. And we didn't close above it yet, but now if this happens where NQ didn't close above it yet and ES did, then I look at like what is more obvious to happen, like what is more likely to happen. Are you going to respect this SIBI and then trade way lower, or are we going to respect this inversion or not even respect it, not even go to it and then go to that high? So it's more likely to go to the buy side liquidity with the narrative that I just had on the bigger time frame. We're really bullish. We did close above it here on ES, we didn't on NQ, but I'm following what the ES is doing, so NQ will follow. So that's how it works. And then here, previous week, this was like Monday. So the entire week we've basically been chopping. If I could look at the weekly, we have a small candle here where it didn't really do anything. If I look at this here, then I do see all these down close candles before the move to the downside. So this is actually our order block here, which we didn't tap. But if I mark it out and on NQ we did. So this entire leg to the downside, now close above it here. So we actually have our breaker here as well that we tapped into it, but what I more is this order block here that we respected. So we did tap that order block here and we got that small reaction. So if we look at the bigger time frame here, I'm not calling bottoms here, but I just want to look at the structure inside of here, how we reacted off that order block. So you can see the respect there. Now we trade higher, and now I do the same with what I did on the weekly time frame. So look at this leg here where you have a singular SIBI. So I do see one here and here as well. Then on the 2 hour, I see again that we have a singular SIBI, and we're still respecting this here. So we're not calling that we want to go to this high. But if I look at ES here, then we have these imbalances here. And if I look at a singular one, we do have another one here and then another one there. So if I look at a singular one, then that would be here, and you can see that we did close above this here. So we do have an inversion here on ES again. So there's again 90% chance that we want to go to this high. We did create a lot of equalize above there. So what I'm actually expecting is, so let's mark out the buy side here as well. So what I'm actually expecting here is for like ES is way more bullish, and we do have medium impact news filters here. What I'm actually expecting is like Monday or Tuesday, probably Monday we'll take out this high already, and then probably what we'll do is we go back inside of the range here, and then maybe Tuesday wants to take Monday's lows again, and then we go higher because we're still bullish. Also what we do have is we do have this order block, of course, where I reacted. But first start is going to be the buy side liquidity up here, and then after that I'm just waiting for what market wants to show me. If we're just closing like Tuesday around here, then I'm expecting it to make a low again, and then on Wednesday or Tuesday take out the buy side liquidity up there. But after taking this high, we could also reverse to downside here, because if we look here in this order block, we could just go lower. You don't have to respect like the open of the order block, and then that's the reaction. We do also have all these lows, so we have a swing low here, swing low there, swing low here, swing low here. So we do have all these equal lows here, which you can mark out as well, which is like a trend line as well, I think. I think it's like this if you mark it out as a trend line. So we have all this low resistance liquidity here. So we could just take this high, which I'm expecting to be the first thing to happen. We could take this high. We could take this high and then go all the way lower, and then NQ maybe takes out all these lows, while ES stays around like here inside of this range, and then trade higher from there. That's really what I'm expecting. And then this week the target will be probably buy side liquidity up here. I'm not calling bottoms here to happen, like we need to go there, because all I have is this breaker, this order block, and nothing else here. If we do have a look at weekly time frame, actually, yeah, if I do look at this on the weekly time frame, we do have this busy as well, weekly busy, and here as well. So we could I can mark out this order block again, but I think it's more likely that if we take out these highs, that we go to this inefficiency and take out this low, and maybe from there it wants to be the turtle soup for it to go higher, and then maybe NQ doesn't go all the way there, but at this time that NQ is here, maybe ES would be, oops, that's way too low, but maybe ES would be all the way there, so something like that. There. So yeah, ES looks way more stronger, or looks way more bullish here. First it's going to be a buy side liquidity up here, and then after that we could trace to this low and then go higher. But yeah, that's what I'm expecting for the indices. That's everything marked. What else? Yeah, so I'm trading the top step account again next week. Let's make this a bit lower actually. Maybe that's better. Okay, so I'm trading on top step account again next week, and I did take like, I didn't journal it yet, I think. No, I didn't journal it yet, but I took a loss on Friday. I took like 3 trades, and yeah, so up at the account still, but took a loss there, and I don't wanna blame something else, of course. I wanna blame myself, but it could be a factor that Jackson Hole Symposium was like making the market go chop a bit. So we opened at 930 here, and then we traded higher. I was expecting buy side liquidity, then we traded all the way lower, then I was looking for this low here, and then from there we just traded up again. So yeah, just back and forth here, no real direction, so that's why I got chopped up there. So I took a loss there, not the craziest loss, but still a bit more than 1%, I think 1.2% down, so that's not that good, but we're still up almost 1% on the account. The max loss is now traced up to 49k 170, so we still have 2% of drawdown, and I don't risk full 2%, so I'll probably be risking like 0.5% again, and then I have like 4 trades. So going pretty good. Win rate's really low because of the multiple trades I've taken, and like I've taken like 2 accidental trades as well. Yeah, I'll be trading next week on that account as well. I need to journal this day from Friday still, but yeah, my analysis for that week is going to be a buy set up here, and then eventually at the end of this week on Thursday or Friday. I want to see the buy side liquidity up there, and then I'm not calling tops or bottoms. I still want to see us go higher from there, but we could just dump from there. That's also a possibility, but we'll see what happens. We have a lot of liquidity open, and yeah, that's my analysis for the upcoming week.